Hi everyone, this is Sheila Peters and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. Okay, here in the Northeast this week, it's really cold. So let's see if we can warm up and get things moving for ourselves. Let's bend our knees and bring our arms up, reach up, bring them behind and bend, lift, up and around, bend, lift, up and around and bend, lift, up. And let's take it the other direction and bend, lift, up, around, bend, lift, up, around. Two more, lift, breathe, and around and down, lift, up, and front. Let's just shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slightly moving the hips side to side as we've got those shoulders working out, around, out and around. Now we're going to take that to the opposite direction of the shoulders and over, around. So you can let your hips do whatever they want to do as we get these shoulders moving. Circle around, swaying side to side a little bit and around. Good. Let's reach out and stretch and circle arm and stretch and circle. Your knee is going up over the toe and circle and up and circle. Let's reverse that. Up and around. Reach and around. And reach and around. And reach and around. Let's bring it to the other side. So from here, reach out, drop up, and reach and around. And bending and straightening that knee as you go. And reach and around. Now reverse that. Up, around, reach, up, around, reach, up, around, reach, and up, and around, reach. Coming straight up, let's open up into a wide parallel position and reach side to side. So through the ribs, and reach, and breathe, and up, stretch, and breathe, and out. And now to the diagonal, out, and diagonal. Ribs still move as you stretch. Out to the right, left, and right, and left. Straight up, and reach. Still working with those ribs. Up, and reach. Lift right, left, and right, and left. Now we're going to swing. Bend down, push the hips forward, reach the arms back. So you're arcing through the back. Bend, stretch, pushing out and curving to the front. Bend, push the hips back and bend. Push the hips forward. Torso's going the opposite direction. Reach and bend. Push, front, bend. Push, back and bend. Push, front and coming up right. Good. Let's step with our feet and get a little motion going in our feet. So from here, bend, lift the foot up, press the toe off, put the toe to the side, heel down. Same foot, lift, move it out to the side and down. Push, lift, move it out and down. Last time, push, move it out and down. Let's bring the other foot forward, in and lift, up, bring it in and down. Heel, push with the toes, back, down, lift, push, in, down, lift, up, push, and down. Straighten up. We're going to take it to the other side. Bend, foot, push, and heel down. Lift, up, open it to the side. Now, as you notice, you're going out to the side more and more, that the balance of shifting from one side to the other increases. Now, coming back, push, lift, in and down, lift, up, in and down, lift, up, springing with those toes. There's a lot of muscles in those toes. Push and down, straighten up. Good. Let's take a little bend and straighten. Now we're going to go into a releve. Heels lift, both legs, and heels down. Bend, straighten, lift it up and down, balancing. Bend, straight, lift, and down. And last time, straighten, lift it up and down. Good, let's rotate and take the same thing. We're gonna try and keep a little air under your armpits and let our arms stay down. Bend the knees, straighten, heels lift up and down. Bend, straighten, heels lift up and down. Bend, straight, heels go up and down. Last time, bend, straight, breathe it up and come down. Good, bend, press, same thing in this rotated position. And lift, up, press, and down. Moving it out to the side. Press and push and down. Lift, toes, and press, and down. Coming back in with this leg. Lift, toes, in, and down. Lift, toes, in, down. Breathe, up, in. Last set, and lift, up, in, and down. Let's straighten. Just straighten the legs for a moment, and let's go back to the other side. Bend, toes, push off, hip, and down. One, lift, hit it down, heel down. Two more, lift, foot, down. The widest one, up, way out, and down. Shifting other leg, push, toes, put it down, and lift, up, put it down. Two more, lift, in, and down, and lift, up, in, and down. Straighten up. You may have really felt that in your legs. Let's go into a parallel position here. And we're going to again do some rotation, but really focus on the hip part of it. So bend, lift this foot up. We're going to rotate this knee in and drop it down. This knee is going out to the front. So you may be getting a little bit of work through the hip. You might feel a tilt, and you may feel it in that hip, obviously. And come up and open it. This time this knee is swiveled on the toe to the outside. And bring it in. This knee stays going out of the toe. Out and open. And letting the upper body follow that hip. The hip leads and open. Good. And once more. In, press, and up and open. Come back to your neutral position. Straighten up. We're going to take it to the other side. Bend, rotating this right leg in. And bend. Feeling this first one where you can really feel the knees going in different directions and what that does there. And come up and open. Swivel in and swivel out. This knee is going out of the toe. Swivel in, breathe. Swivel out. Last time. Up, swivel, good, and out, open. Good, coming back to a neutral position, straighten up. Let's shake those legs out and move a little bit into the hips. So let's go back into that wider parallel position, and you're just pushing the hip out to the side. Way out there. Upper body's going to counterbalance and shift and change. And shift and change. Two more. Shift it out, push. Trying to exaggerate the position each time. And here's the last one. Push it out. Good. And push it out. Now we're going to go back to the first side and push it out. Now we're going to bend the knee. The knee goes forward. Maybe you get a stretch in the inside thigh here. And then we're pushing, straightening that leg and trying to shoot the body more, the torso off to the opposite direction as the hip. Repeat. Bend. So we're trying to increase the angle here of the hip going out and the body going off to the diagonal. Bend, breathe. Exhale and press it out. Just opening up at the side of the hips. Bend and straighten up. Good. Coming up and over and shift to the other side. Establish your first position. Feel that counterbalance with the torso. And we're going to bend the knee, pushing into that hip. Straighten and continue that push into the hip as the body goes in the opposite direction. 3 more. Bend, push out, and stretch. Knee goes out over the toe here, so it stays parallel. Good. And straighten. And way out there. Good. And straighten, coming up right. Just notice how the sides of your body and the hips feel. We're going to rotate and repeat that whole thing. So from here, we're bending, and straightening. And we're going to push out through the hip. Good. Coming up, we're going to bend and straighten. So we're taking a little break from going right into the hips to help the knees go out to the side. We're going to take that again. Bend and stretch and push out. Way out there so that we make sure we're going in a rotated position. Bend and straight and push out. Excellent. Let's just go side to side so we're pushing out. Good. And push out. Now this stretch is going to be a little bit different because we're in a rotated position. But we're still working the same kinds of actions there. We're trying to make that hip go out to the side. So you're getting this different kind of stretch here. And inside thigh might get us a little bit of a stretch. And the torso is still counterbalancing. Good. And last time, here we go. Push it out. Excellent. Up and out. And now let's go into that bend and straighten on the same side. So from here we go. We're starting with that hip out there. Bending the knee, again, you might feel a little more stretch in the inside thigh there. And straighten the leg up, trying to increase that angle. 3 more. Bend, breathe, and straighten. And 2 more. Bend and straighten. And you may really be feeling this in the hip and the outside of the thigh. Bend and straighten. Good. Coming up and over. Here we go. We establish that first position, pressing out. Remember, the legs are staying rotated out and the knees will go out of the toes. And bend. Now straighten, still pushing that hip out and angling the torso. And bend. And push out and stretch. Press that hip way out there. Good. 2 more. And bend. And stretch. And we have 1 more. Here we go. Bend. Way out there. And straighten. Good. Coming up right. Excellent. Bend the knees. We're going to take circles with the hips in this rotated position. So you're going to be getting a little stretch in the front of that hip flexor area in a different way than if we were in a parallel position, moving it around to the side, to the back, around to the side, and front. Go slow. We want to really see if we can open up areas that maybe are a little tight, especially from the colder temperatures, and maybe even sitting more during the holiday celebrations, and around to the back and side. And we have 1 more in this direction. To the front, excellent. To the side, around to the back, letting the upper body again counterbalance, circle, and all the way to the front, and come back to neutral position, straighten up, and then let's take it again to the other side, bend. Pushing the hips forward, opening up in that front diagonal area to get around to the side and to the back. So we do want to make sure we're going in the diagonal directions, keeping the legs rotated out and really increasing the lengthening in all the ligaments and muscles in our hip area. Good. Around and keeping the thighs open. And we have 2 more as you go to the front and around. All the way to the back and circle. Let's take that once more. Front and to the side and around to the back and side. We're coming back to the front, keeping the thighs open. Good. Come to neutral position and straighten up. Good. Let's bring our legs in, shake out. You may feel like you've really extended and lengthened through this whole core area. So let's go back to the upper body and let's make our shoulders lift up, come to the front, and up, and to the back, and up, to the front, and up, to the back. 2 more, and lift, to the front, and up, and back. Last one, lift, and front, and up, and back. Other side, lift the shoulder up, come front, and lift, to the back. Breathing lift. And front, and up, to the back. 2 more, lift, and front, and up, and back. Once more, lift, and front, and up, and to the back. Come back to neutral position. Bend the knees. We're going to go down. So we're going to press down and front with the shoulder. Down and back. Maintaining the core in this bent knee position. Front and down and back. That means you should engage the abdominals a little bit to help your back stay nice and flat and straight. And down and front and down and back. Let's go to the other side. Press down, go front and down and back. Press it down and front and down to the back. Two more. And way down and front and down and back. Last one. Down and front and down and back. Let's come to neutral and straighten up. Now we're going to take circles with the arms. We're going to keep our hips front. We're going to let our upper body twist with that arm. So we get a little antagonist muscle there, action. So hips stay front, torso goes. Arm comes up. Let the head go with you. Let the upper body go. And we're twisting against those hips. And circle front, lift, back, and down, and front, lift, back, and down. Last time, lift, front, other side, and front, lift. Torso goes the opposite direction, hips stay front, and head goes with you. Lift, back, and around, and front, lift to the back, and down. Once more, front, lift to the back, and down. We're going to go into bent knees, and we're going to reverse it. So now you've really got to keep that whole bottom part of the body facing front as the upper body can twist here. Up with the head, coming with the hand. And reach back, lift, up, and around, and reach back, lift, up. Other side, keep that bent knee position, keep the knees going out over the toes, hips stay front, and around, circling around, up, to the front, two more, and head goes with you, lift, up, and around, and to the back, lift, up, and front. Good, straighten up. Okay, we're going to reach this left arm up and bring it over as the upper body tilts. Now the lower part of the body is going to stay still. We're going to grab a hold of the hand, of the wrist with the other hand from here. Deep breath in. Exhale and pull that arm over to the side, feeling that side stretch that we're getting in the upper body. Again, ease off, breathe in, exhale, reach. See if you can get it over a little bit farther. Two more sets, ease off, inhale, exhale, let that head go, feel that nice stretch that we're getting on the side body. Inhale, exhale, and reach. Good, drop arm down, head goes down to the chest, and lift up. And you're going to feel like you're leaning over. Let's take it to the other side. This arm is coming up and over. We're going to grab it, the wrist from here. Deep breath in, head is loose. Exhale, reaching it over to the side. Again, ease off. Inhale. Exhale, reach to the side. How far over can you get? Let's take two more. Inhale, breathing, exhale. Moving over to the side, extending the range of motion there. And last time, inhale, ease off. Exhale, and reach. Way up there. Good. Drop down, chin to the chest, and lift. Now we're going to go into a bent knee position and start again working with that upper body, but move it in a semicircle. So we're going to go to the side. Carry it to the front as the waist area stays still. Going to the other side and come up, reverse. Knees are going to stay bent. So again, you're working on the core as you're working on opening up the side body and the back above the waist. And circle around to the side. Head goes and lift and drop it over. Breathe, circle. Coming around to the side, you may notice you're getting a stretch in that neck. Now we're going to go to the back. Side, moving to the back, chin goes to the ceiling, opening up the front of the chest, over to the side, and lift. Repeat, side, opening up, maintain the position with the lower part of your body, and side, and up. Once more, over to the side, Move to the back, all the way around, to the side, and lift, and to the side. Breathe it to the back, all the way around. Good. And come up. Right. Excellent. Straighten up. Now we're going to move into a wide position. And we're going to use that still, that above the waist position here. But we're going to take little pulses, or you can take a hold here above the waist. So we're curving over, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming up. Right. Let's twist the upper body, keeping the hips still, rolling over to your right. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rolling back up through the spine, twist to the other side, hips still stay front, roll it back down. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming back up and come to center. Now we're going to repeat this and add something to the end. So above the waist once again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, as we roll up, we're going to bring our arms upright. And now we're going to open the arms and try and arc the upper part of the body to the back. So again, we're opening up in the front part of our spine, coming up. Good. Arms come down. Twist the body over to the right and roll down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms lift up, keeping the body, the upper body in the position it is. We're going to now arc back and open up. Holding this position for just a moment so we can really feel the opening that happens there. Hips stay front, coming back up, arms down, twist, and let's go to the other side. Roll the head down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reaching the arms up, keeping the torso where it is, hips stay front. Arc to the back and open. Let's hold this for a moment, feeling the arms reaching out. Good. Rolling back up, arms come down and come to the center. We're going to repeat that, but add a little bit more to it. So again, dropping the head down to the front. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As we bring our arms up, we're going to bend our knees, and in this bending position, we're now going to arc back, keeping the knees going out. You may find that you're really able to open up this upper chest a little bit more in this position. Good. Straighten the legs, roll back up, arms come down. Let's twist going to your right. Roll the head down. And we have pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stretch the arms up as you bend the knees. And then arc back. So we're really twisting our bodies, our upper bodies against that hip part, which is facing front. Breathing, feeling an opening maybe in the back shoulder there, and then straighten, arms come up, body comes to an upright position. And then we're going to go to the other side, rolling down. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend the knees. Knees go out over the toes as the arms come up. And as the arms open, we are arcing back, twisting that upper body against the lower body. Feeling the back shoulder maybe get a little more opening there. Breathing. Good. Straighten the legs. Arms come down as the body rolls up and come to center. Good. Bring the legs together. And let's just shimmy a little bit. We worked a lot in this upper part of the body, and we haven't yet really worked in that lower spine. So let's start doing that. Let's go to the diagonal here. And we're going to come back into a bent knee with parallel position, feet underneath the hips, and really stick the derriere out. You might start to feel a bit of a stretch on the hamstring there. And we're going to just take some cats and cows in this position. So from here, deep breath in. As we exhale, we're tilting the hips under and stretching through that lower back. Good. Come back down to flat. We're going to just stay there and then go back into cat. So we're not going to cow yet. And flat. Let's take that again. Using that lower back, pressing it up to the ceiling, really stretching out, engaging abdominals so you can really have some force to be able to get that back going up to the ceiling. Here's our fourth one. Lift up, stretch it up. Good. And flat. Now we'll go into the cow. So we're going to push our hips out and up as we lift our head and shoulders up, feeling that concave position with that lower spine. And then come back to your neutral position. So notice what you're moving to help you get into this cow position. We have two more. Coming back to a neutral position, establish the flat position and push through, stretch. Here we are in cow, head is up, shoulders are down. Your hands may be pressing against the thighs to help you get into that. And flat. And here we go, one more time. Push through, and reach, arcing, and flat. Now let's go all the way through from cat to cow. So we're tilting and pressing that lower back up. We're going to move through and push into cow. Because we did a little rehearsal with each of these positions. Here we go back up to cat. You may feel like you have a bigger range of motion going from one position to the other. And two more sets. We have cat, holding on to the abs, and push through, going into cat. And last time, roll through, up into cat, and push through, and go into cow. Good. We're going to drop down in cow, thighs to the chest, and drop and let our heads come down. Shake that head out. Shake it no. And shake it yes. Let's take that once more. Shake it no. And shake it yes. Excellent. From here, we're going to do a straightening of the legs. So we're getting into the hamstrings here. Keep that head nice and loose. Try and keep the chest on the thighs. Deep breath in as you bend the knees a little bit more. Exhale. Push the hips up, trying to straighten the legs. Now, this first time, you might find that you can't get the legs completely straight. That's okay. Your position is what works for you perfectly. Okay, bend. Inhale. And exhale. Pushing the hips up. Weight is in your feet, in your balls of your feet, and in your hands here. And bend. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten. This third time, maybe you find you're getting more of a straight leg. And here we go. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten. Excellent. Bend the knees. Let's roll that up through the spine and come to an upright position. Good. All right. We're going to do a similar thing in terms of a bend and straight in a hamstring, but in a wider position. So you were with your feet underneath your hips, and you're rotating out. Let's roll down through the spine. So here we go, rolling down through the spine. So we're continuing to try and help to open up this vertebra there. We're going all the way down, hands come down, and we're trying to fold from the crease in the front of the hips. Again, we're going to bend the knees. This time it's rotated out, so they're going out of the toes. And now we're pushing the hips up and straighten the legs. Heads are heavy. Shake that head out so you feel the heaviness there. Again, bend, knees go out. Inhale. Exhale, press those hips up. Heads are down. Two more. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten, folding from the hips. You feel the long spine lengthening out. And last time, bend. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten. Good. From here, we're going to roll up. If you need to bend your knees, you can. We're trying to maintain our balance. We've got our abdominals engaged, and we're rolling up through the spine to an upright position. Shoulders down, and head comes up. Good. Now from here, we're going to be repeating this 2 more sets with our legs in slightly different positions. So here we go. Rolling through. We've got our legs in a wide parallel position. We're rolling through that spine. You can have your hands coming down along your legs. Now we're again trying to put our hands down and feel the crease in the hip there. Head is loose, shimmy the shoulders. Wiggle the hips just for a moment. And here we go. Knees are going out of the toes. Bend, inhale. Exhale, drive the hips up.
and bend. Inhale. And straighten. Now your hamstrings are getting used to getting stretched, so you may find you're quite far over. 2 more. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. Press the hips up. Heads go down. And last one. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. Press the hips up. Nice and long. Now, if you need to bend your knees to roll up, you can do that, but we're aiming towards straight legs. We're engaging the abdominals, rolling up through that spine, which we should be feeling like it's opening up. You may find that there are a few little spaces along that spine that need a little bit more work. Okay, let's rotate into an outside position, turned out position here. And again, rolling down. See if you can hold a bit at the places along your spine that needed some more work to open up. So here we go, rolling through the spine. You're checking out what's happening in this spine area as you roll down. Hands can be on the legs, all the way down. Then you're going to hitch and go into that hip there, so you're not holding any tension in the lower back. Heads are down, hands are down. And again, shake the head, shoulders, and hips. Knees are going to go out. Here we go. Bend the knees out. You may feel some inside thigh work here. And press the hips up. But we're still working on the hamstrings. And bend. And breathe. Exhale. And stretch the hips up. Heads go down. 2 more. Bend. Good. And press up with those hips. Long legs, body goes closer to the legs or to the center of your legs there. And last time, bend. Inhale and press up. Heads drop. Let's take our hands and bring them to the outside of our ankles and see if we can hold the torso through the legs a little bit. So we're increasing the hamstring stretch there, but we're also allowing ourselves to get used to really folding from the hips. Excellent. Good. Now, hands come down. If you want to, you can bend your knees as you roll back up once more. We're really testing our balance as well as opening up that spine. Coming upright and lift. Good. Okay, stepping up. Let's shake out a bit. We're going to go back into this wide position and roll down each leg, but we're going to rotate the leg we're not working on, so that we've now got a parallel position. We've got a fairly wide position here. And if you need to bend your knees at any point, you can. Your weight's between the legs. And we're going to roll down through the top of the head. Same thing that we've been doing, but we now are in a different position with our legs. Both feet are facing this direction. We're rolling through. And then we come to the place where, again, we have to switch and go into the crease of the hip there. If you need to have a leg bent, either the front or back or both, you can do that. But if you can have a straight leg, that's our ideal. That's what we're striving for. But you can really feel the difference of the stretch now on this leg here. We've got more. We're asking more of that right hamstring there. Okay, we're going to go from here into a bent knee on that front leg, so our weight comes forward. And then we're going to shift and straighten that front leg and bend the back one. So if you have either leg bent, you're going to just increase the motion of the bent part and see if you can get to a straighter part as we move from front to back. Head is loose. Good. So either way, we are getting more of a stretch on this right hamstring here. And then coming back, shifting the weight from one direction to the other. And once more, coming to the front. Good. And then bend and come to the back. Now we're going to stay here. So no matter what position you're in, you can adjust your hands to help you here. And we're going to push back with that front hip and flex that front foot. So we're increasing the hamstring stretch there. And then come forward and allow the foot to come down. Breathe in, push back as you flex. And come forward and allow the foot to come down. Breathe, 2 more. And press back. And you're going to notice the back leg may be getting a workout. and forward, but we're aiming to really concentrate on the hamstring stretch on the front leg. And press that, feel that flex. Hip is going out in one direction, heel is going out in the opposite direction. Good, come down, straighten both legs and drop over. And you're gonna find that you're quite a bit farther over than you might have been originally. Excellent. From here, let's just swivel around to the front here in our Y position. And we're going to roll back up through the spine. You can again have your knees bent if you want to. Continuing to roll up through that spine all the way up. Shoulders down and head comes up. Good. Now we're going to swivel to the other side. Making sure that your feet are truly both going in the same direction. Weights between the legs here. And then we're going to roll down through the top of the head. All the way down. Breathing. Hands go down. Make that switch into really feeling the hip flexor is being folded. And again, you can have your legs in multiple positions. We're aiming towards both legs straight, but if one's bent or both's bent or the other, that's fine. And we're folding over. And just notice what your position is here. Okay, we're going to bend that front leg. Push through, bend the back leg and push the hip back on that front leg so you can start to feel the hamstring getting stretched there. And come forward, breathe. And push back. And stretch. 2 more. Coming forward, breathe. And push back. And feel that length, shoulders are down, elbows are soft. And last time, come forward, breathe. And push back and stretch. Good. Shifting your hands. We're going to now go into a more exaggerated stretch on this front leg. We're going to flex and push your hips back. And we're trying to really fold at the crease of the hip there. And head should be nice and loose. You'll feel this. And foot down and release. Breath in. Exhale. Press back with the hips. Lifting the toes up so you're flexing out through that front leg. Head is loose. And come back to a neutral position with the foot. 2 more. And flex it up. Breathe. And foot comes down and release. And last time. Flex it up. Pressing out through the heel and the hip in the opposite direction. Your back leg will get some work going on there. And foot comes down. Good. Straighten legs or put your weight into an equal position. Knees might be bent. You're going to come to the side and face to the front and drop over and then roll back up again. Again, you have choices here. You could have your knees bent. There might be some balancing that's going on as you roll up through that spine and come to an upright position. Good. All right, come up and let's just wiggle out and shake out a little bit and find a nice way to get to the floor. You might have some cracks and snaps going on. So we're going to sit up nice and tall with our back straight. And we're going to just again work through the feet. So we're going to go to the ball of the foot, lifting the heels up and then push through the toes. Balls of the feet and down. Balls, toes, down, heel. Balls, toes, down, heels. Last time, ball of the foot, point, down and out. Good. Shoot those legs out. Try and get the divine flesh out from underneath. And let's take a forward fold, arms up. So now we're going over into a hamstring stretch for both legs, working with those feet in a pointed position, folding over, try and find a crease. And if you need your knees bent, you can have them there, but we want the toes to still be nice and pointed. From here, deep breath in. As we exhale, we reach our hands out and try and lower the body down towards the legs more by folding at the hips. Feet are still pointed. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach the hands out and breathe. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe as you surrender that chest down towards the legs. And last time, breath in. Exhale and reach and breathe. Let's hold this position Really trying to let that head be loose, the shoulders loose, the hips loose, and feet are still nice and pointed. Good. Rolling up, by rolling through the spine, your hands will slide and stack the vertebra up one at a time till you come up to an upright position. Good. We're going to flex the feet and repeat, arms up. Breathing out and over. Again, feeling the crease in the hips. You can definitely feel the difference in the stretch with your feet in that flex position. Hands go down, drop the head down, and settle. Again, shake the head out, shoulders and hips. And let's take those 4 breaths, maintaining the flex position. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach the hands out and surrender the body down. Now, if you in the day where you need to keep your knees bent, that's fine, but still remember we're folding from the crease in the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Repeat, inhale. Exhale and reach. Hands go out, shoulders are down, elbows are bent, increasing the stretch in the hamstring. And we have 1 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach those hands out and release. Hold it just for a moment so you can really get the full benefit of this beautiful stretch. And then rolling up through the spine, the hands may slide or walk to help you come up to that upright position. And come all the way up. Excellent. Good. Beat the thighs out. Let's go into a diagonal position and make sure the divine flesh is out from underneath you. You want that back to be able to stack up straight. And we're going to, again, have pointed feet. And we're going to twist the upper body and slide down towards that right leg, keeping that twist in our spine. So we're going to bring that top arm over, reaching out to that foot. Feeling the side body stretch. The opposite hip is staying on the floor. Opening out. Coming back up. Let's keep our arms out. Twist to the other side. Feeling the shoulders align with those legs and slide out. Here we go. Way out there. Keeping that twist in the body. Feet are still pointed. Really lengthening, breathing, enjoying this stretch. And come up. Right. We're going to take that again. Twist. Good. Reach. Maybe this time you feel the twist feels a little bit easier. And we're going over to the side. So for some of you, this may feel like you're getting a stretch in the inside thighs. Keeping those feet nice and pointed. Opening up. Lengthening. Seeing if you can get a little bit farther over. Good. And come up. Right. Arms are out. Twist. And reaching over. Sliding. Excellent. Over to the side. One shoulder's down towards the floor, the other shoulder's up, and we've got weight on both hips there, opening up that side body position. Really lengthening and breathing. Coming back upright. Now we're going to take it once more, we're going to add something to it. So we've got the twist. You might find that twist feels a lot easier to do this third time. And we're reaching over, feet are deeply pointed. And we're reaching, opening up. Now we're going to lift the arm up. And as we bring that arm back down, we're going to flex that right foot and see if we can reach that hand towards the foot there. So you maybe can touch it, maybe you're not quite there. Maybe your knees are bent, that's fine. But you've got a flexed foot out there and feeling a deeper stretch on the side. Let's take that 4 times total. Arm comes up as the foot points and reach out and over. Good. And lift up and point. And breathe over and stretch. And lift up, keeping the shoulders twisted. And flex and heel. Toes and fingers touch. Other foot is deeply pointed. Good. Now we're going to rotate towards this flexed foot with our torso and drop our heads down, keeping the opposite hip on the floor. And once again, you may or may not feel much of a stretch, or you may feel quite a bit. But we're really folding the body over that right leg. And then we're going to, again, roll out through the spine, engaging the abdominals, point the foot, and let the spine stack up. And you'll notice we're already to the other side, arms out. So we're keeping the feet pointed. We're reaching over, and we've got our bodies going to the side, really increasing the stretch here, feeling that opening there in the side body. Good. So now we're going to increase this by bringing the arm up. And from here, we bring the arm over again as we flex that foot and see if we can touch that toe. Now you may find one side feels easier or more challenging than the other. Remember, the other foot is staying pointed as this foot is flexing here. And point the foot and lift the arm up, keeping that twist still in the body. Breathe and over and flex the foot and reach the hand towards the toes. You may find your body lengthening and going farther down towards this left leg. Point and lift. Breathe. And over and touching, increasing the stretch there. And last time, point and lift. And over and touch. Opening up. Good. Now from here, we're going to twist and go down towards this left leg and let the body fall and lengthen out. And again, you're going to find the stretch may feel like it's deepening here on this hamstring. You may find that you're getting more of a stretch in the inside thighs as well. Excellent. Let's roll up through the spine, pointing the foot and coming to an upright position. Good. Come to the center. Let's bring our legs together. Let's just beat the thighs out and take that little push with the hip as the feet stay pointed so that your hip is going forward with the foot and twisting the upper spine. Let's take a couple more of those. Twist and twist. And once more. Twist it out. And twist. Good. Coming back to neutral. All right, let's bring the legs up. Sitting ourselves back on the mat if you've traveled forward somehow. And then shooting the legs out as far as you can. Now, you may not feel like you can get very far because we haven't done a whole lot of opening in the inside thigh, but we're going to be doing that now. So with the leg as straight as you can make it, we're going to push this hip forward, rotate, and allow the body to go over to the left. So this knee can soften, but we're really working through that hip. And open, and let's rock to the other side. Hip goes, twist, and open. Repeat, twist, and open. And rotate that hip. Upper body's going to follow, twist, and open. Let's flex the feet and repeat. So if you can, you're trying to keep that knee a little straighter, but you can have it bent. You may notice that it changes what happens on the legs in terms of flexibility or stretch. You might find it makes you get a little more stretch on the hamstring on the front leg. And again, rotate hip, twist, good, and center. And hip, and twist. Good. And center. Excellent. Point the feet, sitting up tall. You might have to adjust that position. And let's take another side stretch over to the right. So we're reaching, and we're getting an inside thigh stretch there as well. Now we're going to drop down to the inside of that leg. So you're trying to aim your right ear to that right knee inside. Both hips stay down. Let's come back to the side and open. You may find you're a little further over. We're going to repeat that. Drop down. Head goes to the inside of that leg. Both hips stay on the floor. And open and out. Two more. And drop down and breathe. Try to lengthen that body down to the floor and open to the side. You may find you're much farther over to the side. And last time, drop and down. And open and to the side. Good. Hand comes down. Let's undulate up through that spine and take it directly to the other side. So we're sliding, reaching, bringing that arm over. Make sure both hips are on the floor. You won't be as far this first time as you will be the last time. So feeling that nice stretch, side body stretch, inside thigh stretch. Now dropping down, we're going to bring our heads down to the inside of that leg, this left leg. Try to get that ear to go close to that knee. Both hips stay on the floor, both legs stay rotated out. And reach to the side. Both hips on the floor. And rotate. Drop it down. Make sure you're still breathing. And open and reach to the side. We have 2 more sets. Drop it down. Now you know that if your knees are bent, that's fine, as long as you're feeling some stretch. You should always modify to what's going on with your body in that particular day. And last time, over and drop. And lift and open, and you'll find that you're farther over to the side there. Hips are down, hands come down, undulate up through the spine. Good. Keeping upright, you can take 1 forward fold, rolling through the body, head goes down. Sliding forward with the hands as you roll through that whole spine, coming up to the position that works for you. Legs could be either straight or bent, but they are rotated out, and you're definitely going to feel a stretch in the inside thigh there. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, and reach. Breath in. Exhale and reach, keeping the head down. We have 2 more. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, reaching out a little bit farther if you can. Enjoying the stretch as best you can. And last time, deep breath in and exhale. Walking yourself up, holding onto the abdominals, come all the way up to an upright position. And there you go. Let's gently bring the legs together. Excellent. Breathe them out, beat them out. Let's come into a folded position. We have the right leg in front this first time. We're going to just make sure that the divine flesh is out from underneath us. And we're going to just bring our arms out to the side. Inhale. Clasp the hands together. Bring them to your heart chakra. And give thanks to your body for helping you to warm up, especially during these chilly days of winter. Have a great rest of the day.